Under the dash, there's a button that opens just this door from the inside. Pull up to the curb to pick up your passenger, push the button, door opens. Very convenient.
Wow. Hi folks, I'm Nathan with Two Guys to Ride. Today we're at the Des Moines Concours d'Elegance and we're here in beautiful Des Moines, Iowa, and I'm here with Ron. Ron, thanks for spending time with us today.
Thank you for being here.
Boy, as we came up the block this morning, this just pops.
Kind of stops you in your tracks.
It does, so tell us what it is.
Well, it is a 1936 Stout Scarab. William Stout was an aircraft engineer. He did the design on this. The Scarab is a beetle.
Right.
And it's an Egyptian beetle. The ancient Egyptians considered it a sign of creativity and great learning.
Okay.
And the real reason, besides the fact it looks like a beetle, insects are exoskeletal.
Okay.
In other words, they live inside their skeleton, which is their shell. Its frame, or its skeleton, is totally on the outside of the car. The panels are merely fastened to it. So it's I hate to say unit body, it's more like a truss bridge.
Okay.
Very strong, easy material to work with. Don't need much tooling, you just need some talent. Because they only built 9, being very low production, this was all done by hand.
Now, you know, there's so many things that just pop from this thing. And I mean, 1936, you have no sideboard, no stepping sideboards on the car. The nose is incredibly short. Was he hoping as a developer to create some concepts, get them working, and then sell the idea?
Usually inventors like to invent. They don't like to build stuff other than to prove the invention.
Right.
Then they try and look for someone to buy it. Now, he tried to interest Packard in buying this. Packard, well, this is a Packard over here.
Right.
This is a contemporary of this car.
Which is so different. So Packard obviously didn't go for it.
No, because it wouldn't fit with their program. Stout he would get ideas, and he had the ability to look at an existing idea and think about how to improve it.
Okay.
Without really paying a whole lot of attention to what the existing idea was. So his idea, he said, cars today, all they do is copy, they don't innovate. Engine in the front of a car for the simple reason that the carriage had the engine, the horse pulling it. Let's put the engine in the back, put the entire drivetrain in the back. Then you can lower the floor. If you lower the floor, you don't need running boards. So we can incorporate that wasted running board space inside.
Inside the car.
Same thing with the fenders. If we don't have fenders hanging on the outside, we'll widen the car, make them part of the car's outside, and use that space. Now we don't have an engine in the front. We don't need a long hood anymore. So let's move the driver up. We'll get more space. Then the driver has much more visibility.
I mean, that is just
in front of the car.
I mean, you're literally talking like 2.5, maybe 3 feet.
Well, inside here is where the spare tire is.
Okay.
And you get at some of the mechanicals, some of the
All right. Oh, I see. So there's an open spot where this just hinges open.
Yeah, you can't put too much in here, but a little bit. But you know, back at that time, you didn't travel with luggage because if you went somewhere, you went on the train.
Okay, so cars were really meant for going long distance, super long distance.
Local.
Okay.
And as a result, though, the back seat is elevated off the floor. You can put bags and things under there.
Okay, we'll show that interior in just a little bit. I love this whole design. The graded looks from the headlights. But this is really you can see how this is modeled after an airplane.
Absolutely.
I mean, look at that. That's like a cockpit coming down.
Yeah, the wind split.
Man, horns?
Yeah, the horns.
I just noticed those.
Horns are beginning to disappear. So these are trumpet horns, but they're inside. The bells are just out here.
Just out there. All right, let's walk around the side here. Look at the flat lines going all the way down the back. I mean, just so different from 36, everything else.
Well, the styling was done to minimize outside wind noise. So things like flush window glass.
Yeah.
That's what we do today. A smooth shape. flush window hinges, excuse me, door hinges.
Yeah, look at that. I originally thought maybe that was the door handle, but
No,
no.
there is no door handle. You have a push button electric latch.
And that's how he designed it.
Yeah. Push the button, it electrically unlocks.
Oh my gosh.
The hinge is designed to swing the door out of your way.
Oh, look at that. So it goes straight up and then pulls out so you got room to actually get in.
Well, the door opening is 24 inches.
Okay.
Most cars had pretty big doors. So this allows you to get in and out easily.
Man, now we got the door open from around. Let's talk about that interior. Dashboard, pretty plain, but you've got a huge speedometer.
Well, yeah, the instrument cluster is from a Studebaker,
That's what it's from.
a 35 Studebaker,
Okay.
and then the clock is a 35 DeSoto glove box clock. The radio is a Philco designed as an aftermarket in any car.
Okay.
The radio head is kind of ornate, but it would hang off the bottom of the instrument panel.
Okay.
In this case, they incorporated it into the design, so you don't see it.
Don't really see
You
it.
just have the two knobs and the dial.
So you did have a cubby hole on either side.
Yeah, there's a glove
Glove
box.
compartment.
There's an ashtray and a lighter on each side.
Well, of course.
There's a lighter back here.
You have a wicker ceiling. I love that.
Well, that's interesting. We don't know the whole story. I theorized two reasons. The first one, most importantly, the wicker conforms to the compound curves easily.
Yep.
It's merely attached to the frame tubes with a drive nail. Secondly, early days of aircraft, seats were wicker. They were light, they were comfortable.
That's
I
right.
think that was a throwback to that.
To that too. You also got a little bit of wicker on the bottom of the door trim.
They extended there, yes, to tie it all together.
Now, I've got to ask, is the driver's seat fastened down?
Yeah, it's on an adjustment track.
Okay, so you can move it forward, backwards, tilt it just a little bit.
Yeah, the backs recline.
Okay. And the passenger seats, did they attach to the floor?
No, they're just sitting there.
Okay.
So you move them around and sit where you want to sit.
Oh, neat.
Well, you want to pull the front seat up against the table?
Right against the table, yeah.
You know, against people sitting there.
I mean, this reminds me a lot of ways of modern conversion vans, right? Where you had
you could make
bigger
that.
seats, nicer things. I mean, this is looks much more like an airplane, but just kind of that idea. And so storage then was under here.
Yes.
So you would put your baggage inside.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be in an outside compartment
Or against this wall.
or against this wall, right? Because you had quite a bit of space there.
Now, Stout built one of these, and against this wall, he had a padded panel that folded up.
Okay.
As you could fold it down, and then it made a berth, sleeping berth.
Okay.
To relax.
You actually took this on a race.
We took it on the Great American Race, coast to coast, 2 years in a row.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I wanted to prove it would work.
Right.
The only way to do that was to restore it, and
And then take it for a drive.
yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked fine. We had some initial issues the first year because I had no miles on the car.
Okay.
I had a total of 500 test
Right.
miles. But I was too busy conducting on the race to worry about that. So we had a few little issues, but we got around them.
And you finished.
We finished, oh yeah.
In fact, you finished the race twice. Because
yeah.
you went the next year as well.
Wasn't planning on it, but
But you did. I mean, just to prove the car works, right?
they shamed me into it. They said, we're going through your hometown. You should really be there.
There you go. So let's step to the back here. I love how the whole back tire is just covered. So you got that, I mean, what would have been aerodynamic airflow? I mean, you just...
Well, it is, and being aerodynamic or streamlined was not their concern.
No, not at all.
It ended up streamlined because the smooth shape was the best way to eliminate the wind noise. It doesn't have a lot of wind noise when you're driving it.
All right, and you still had air vents that came in just to help cool things off a little bit.
To some extent, I think it was more of a decoration.
Decoration, okay. So now back here was where the engine sits.
Engines in the back, yes.
All right, any chance we can open that up and take a look at it?
Sure.
Okay. That is just a really cool design. And obviously both sides would come off.
Yeah.
So you'd have a complete opening except for right here.
Well,
Oh, man.
The workers with Stout referred to these as the car's coattails.
Sure. Well, they kind of have that look, don't they?
They stick out a little bit. They look like the wings of a beetle, a little.
Now, this was a Ford engine,
Yes.
Ford transmission.
Yes.
So did they pay Ford a royalty to use this?
No, he had it in with Ford because after he sold the aircraft company to Ford, he worked for Ford to promote aviation.
Okay.
Then he left Ford and decided that the automobile industry was in need of his talents. So the engine, I'm sure he used because one, he could get them, but two, it was about the most modern thing on the road at that time.
Okay.
Plus, it made adequate horsepower, but more importantly, it's compact.
It
You
is.
put a straight 6 in here, not necessary.
Yeah.
V12, too big. So the 8 worked fine and fit back here. The entire drivetrain, which is modified Ford parts and some Stout design parts, it's on its own separate tubular subframe. And by undoing 8
Really?
bolts in the linkage, if you pick the car up by its back bumper, you can wheel the whole drivetrain out on its own tires.
Oh, my.
For servicing, rebuilding. The idea was if this caught on and there were enough cars on the road, when your car got to the point where you needed an engine rebuild or whatever, because these engines at the time, all of them lasted about 40,000 miles.
Okay.
You would go to a service facility and they would swap out your drivetrain for a remanufactured one. And then they would put new front tires on the car and new brake linings, and you had a brand new car again. That was the idea.
For much cheaper than it would be just to go buy one.
Yeah, because the work was already done.
Right.
You just had to do the exchange.
Again, thinking way ahead of time. All right, we can put that cover on there before your toe
That's
starts
easy
to.
for you to say.
Yeah, it is. What a beautiful design. Now that back window, the glass.
Yes.
Does it go all the way up?
Goes all the way up or all the way down.
Crank?
There's a hand crank.
Okay.
Now that's where he missed the boat on something.
Okay.
I saw no reason why he couldn't have put a remote electric motor on it.
Yeah, he had the electric button for the door.
That's right. He had that already. And under the dash, there's a button that opens just this door from the inside. Pull up to the curb to pick up your passenger. Push the button, door opens. Very convenient.
Wow.
But the reason the window is done that way, see, because other than the door windows which roll up and down in this, all the other windows are fixed in place. He felt with the flow-through ventilation system, which this is part of, why would you need to roll your window down? Because with the ventilation, you wouldn't need to open a window.
Okay.
Now on the front of where the Beetle is, on either side there's louvers which look like Beetle wings. That's an air intake. When the car's moving, air comes into the car. There's a register on top of the instrument panel. You can adjust that. That will angle the air up to the ceiling
Okay.
and out the back window.
That's a window.
Back at that time, just about everybody smoked. So the smoke would rise or go out the back window.
Fascinating.
It works great. On the Great Race, we were in 100-degree temperature in the desert. We were in a sleet storm crossing the Continental Divide. We were in torrential rain. We were in every kind of weather.
Right?
In the desert, as long as we were moving, it was comfortable. As soon as you stop, get out
Terrible.
of the car.
Right. Fuel tank, I'm assuming?
No, that's the radiator cap.
Oh, that's the radio. Oh, sure.
See, this is the radiator.
Yeah.
And the shaft for the fan, which bolts onto the crankshaft, because the engine's in backwards, that goes through the core of the radiator. It draws air in the vents here, over the engine, through the radiator, and out the back.
Did it have electric start for the motor? Or did you crank?
No, everybody still had cranks, but
Right.
you didn't crank
You
it.
didn't crank it.
You crank 4 cylinders or 2
Right.
cylinders or
Right.
1 cylinder.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to crank an
You
eight.
can't feel a compression. You got to feel compression before you tug the crank.
Right.
There's a science to that. Buy a Model T, you'll learn all about it.
Yeah. All right, let's walk back up around here. There's the fuel tank.
There's the
cover.
fuel tank. Fuel
Okay.
tank is vertical. It stands back here. It's aluminum.
Okay. I love this design. I mean, there's so many aircraft things that you can see, not on the shape of the top, but even, so the doors are cut a little smaller and the windows are a little smaller than the regular windows on the car. And it's just like in an airplane, you get some smaller size things. I like your little mirror on the side there. Is that a factory option?
No,
Or?
you need a mirror. And I was just not happy about drilling a hole in the car.
Right.
So we engineered that bracket to bolt on the hinge.
Okay.
Now, I can take it off, which I usually do for a show. But since they were going to display it this way, most people are going to be looking at that side. You need a mirror. I mean,
Yeah, you do, just to see a little bit behind you. All right, let's walk back up the front. I have a few more questions.
certainly.
All right. briefly, tell us a little bit about the story about how you came in possession of this car.
Well, I already knew what they were. And I had another one that was really derelict, missing a lot of parts.
Okay.
And I got in touch with a guy through a friend of mine. The guy had an ad, he was looking for parts or information on Stout Scarabs. This friend of mine says, well, I know a guy who's got one. So he gave me his number, I called him. He was in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. And he said, I have this car. He says, I heard about you. He said, what kind of shape is your car? And I said, it's awful. And he says, well, mine is sort of awful. So we began corresponding. He said, what are you missing? I told him. He sent me pictures. He sent me diagrams. He even sent me some parts to duplicate. And about 2 years into this, he volunteered. He didn't think he could ever restore the car, so he'd like to sell. Thinking about selling it. And I said, well, if you really want to sell it, give me a price. If I can afford it, I'll buy it. Because now I'd have a complete car, which would give me all the things I needed to duplicate. Originally, I was going to use this as a parts car and the other one. The trouble is the parts weren't interchangeable. Only mechanical stuff.
And that was because everything was hand-built, so it's just everything's a little different.
There's 1 inch differences here and there. The overall thing is the same. The basic design is the same. No two are precisely identical.
Exactly, right. Man. All right, future plans for the car.
Use it a little bit, maybe go to a local show.
So you actually drive it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've driven it 16, 17,000 miles since restoration.
Now, one last question, Ron. What was one of your favorite memories with this car?
Getting it finished.
How many years did it take to finish it?
It took 2 full years, but I lost about 6 months' time because of some surgery. Where I couldn't do much.
Okay.
But I was on a schedule because it was going to be entered in the Great American Race for '89.
Right.
So I had to get it done.
You had to get done by then.
Which we did.
Ron, thank you so much for sharing your beautiful car, unusual, and all the features inside. We sure appreciate it.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, absolutely. It's a stunner. Yes, and that is obvious. And it's just so fun to see history as it would have been done, finished off their invention bench, so to speak. Well, folks, hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.